guys, so today we're going to be talking about 5 things your eye doctor wants you to know, from those pesky dilating drops we use, why we use them, the difference between your glasses and contact lens prescription, and the truth about LASIK aftercare. If you want to know those answers, stick around. But before we get into that, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Just tap that little link right below. That way you can stay up to date with all the newest videos. I'll be producing once a week. Those drops, those pesky dilating drops that make it so you can't see anymore after we use them. Why do we need to use them? Drops basically make the pupils inside the eye large. We can examine the front part of the eye, the eyelids, the eyelashes, even the colored part, the cornea, all of those without the dilating drops. But to get a look inside the eye, to check your retina, your optic nerve, the blood vessels, your macula, all of those really important things for checking for glaucoma or macular degeneration, we need to put those dilating drops in the eyes. And what they do is they make the pupil larger, like opening up a window big instead of trying to peer through a tiny crack. We open the window big, we can see more. So yes, we even have those cameras that take fancy pictures, and we've got them in my office too. But there is no real substitute for putting the drops in and doing a really comprehensive examination of the inside of the eye. So that's why we use them. Unfortunately, those drops come with the added benefit of not being able to read up close. They paralyze your focusing muscles in addition to making your eyes big. They also make you light sensitive, which I know a lot of people, especially here in Hawaii, hate because it's sunny all the time. So if you've got your next eye exam scheduled, maybe you schedule yourself for the movies, or you don't need to do something back at work that requires a lot of typing. You can still drive typically, but everybody is different, so know your comfort zone. So that's the first one. Second, your glasses and your contact lens prescriptions are different. There's a lot of confusion about that. People think, oh, they came in, they got a glasses prescription, then they call the doctor, they call us a couple of weeks later, I want a contact lens prescription. You actually have to come back in for that. And the reason is a contact lens prescription sits right on top of the eye versus glasses, which is a little bit away from the eye. Based on optics and physics and all that stuff I won't get into, that actually changes the power, the strength of the prescription. The second part is contact lens actually has to be shaped to fit the front surface of your eye. It actually comes in different sizes or base curves. So if we don't know what your base curve is, I can't fit you properly for a contact lens. So those are 2 added things that are on a contact lens prescription that aren't on a glasses prescription. And third, there are a lot of different types and brands of contact lenses. Some people tolerate one brand better than another, and if we don't fit you for the contact lens in the office and try them out, then you're not going to know which one is the right brand for you. Typically in an optometrist or an ophthalmologist's office, we usually give a 1-week supply for free just to make sure patients can try it out at home and make sure that they like them. Third, strabismus surgery is not cosmetic. That's a big one, especially for me since I am a strabismus surgeon. So strabismus is lazy eye surgery. Eyes that wander in or cross in, wall-eyed, all of that stuff. It is not cosmetic, even in adults. If I can drive that point home, that's a huge one. It is not a cosmetic procedure, and most medical insurances will cover it. So double check. Even if your ophthalmologist or your optometrist says you're too old, make sure you find a strabismus specialist to get an opinion. And you can find that I'll post the link down in the details below for how to find a pediatric ophthalmologist and strabismus specialist. We're all together. So if that affects you, please see your ophthalmologist. I have performed strabismus surgery, eye muscle surgery, on a patient as old as 95, and it improved her quality of life, so that's important. 4, just because you had LASIK doesn't mean you never need to see the eye doctor again. I think a lot of people have that misconception, like, oh, I'm 20/20 now, so I don't need to go in to see the eye doctor. The thing is, if you had LASIK, you were probably nearsighted to begin with, and there's a whole host of complications that can happen only in nearsighted people. One of them is retinal tears and retinal detachments. Typically that happens in the more highly nearsighted individuals, but that's the reason to come in to see your eye doctor and get those pesky dilating drops in so that the doctor can check the inside of your eye to make sure you don't have any tears, any thinning, or any detachments. Because even though you don't need glasses anymore, your retina is still thin compared to someone that's not nearsighted. So that's why even after LASIK and you've got perfect vision, make sure to maintain your annual eye exams. Super important. Fifth, I actually do need to know your medication history. I think a lot of people come in to either me, the ophthalmologist, or to an optometrist, and they think, oh, medications, past medical history, you don't need to know that. And they forget to tell us things because they just assume we're looking right at the eyes, no big deal. We can actually see a lot when we're examining the inside of the eye. And there are several medications that cause complications inside the eye. There are different antidepressants, different rheumatologic medicines that can cause swelling in the retina, in the macula. There's diabetes and high blood pressure, which can affect the inside of the eye. Different cancers can also have metastasis in the eye. So bottom line, please share your medical history and your medications with your eye doctor. You might not think it's relevant, but it actually really is. So those are my top 5 things that your eye doctor wishes you would know. Please let me know if you liked this video and comment below. Subscribe to the channel, and I read every comment, so keep them coming. Thank you.